What? What? It probably was her baby. No, shut up. Mine's a apple something. Sour apple ice. I don't like the fucking ice. What happened with what? What happened where? Somebody kept doing that last night, but what people don't realize when I go to sleep, I don't hear a fucking thing. I go to sleep fast too. Which is crazy because I've never been like that. I've always been a worrier at night, you know? I've always been, that's when I would always sit and lay and think of this stupidest shit. I don't know if any of you women out there do that at bedtime. No, you know what? I don't even know where that hammock is. It's buried somewhere. I need to get that sumbitch. I'm gonna get that sumbitch back out. It's summertime. It's too hot to be laying around together. You know what I mean? It's body heat. Because I don't have an air conditioner. But what was I saying? What was the thing? Oh, thank you, preppy, preppy stars. People's gonna be hateful. For one, people don't know what's going on, and it is kind of scary. It really is. If you sit and listen to what I'm saying, it's scary. I mean, this is scary. And I'm not doing it to try to scare people. I'm just doing it because we all deserve the truth. You know, and our country is in trouble. But there is a way to clean it up, and it's ignorant. Maybe not there, but I mean, around in these smaller areas where it ain't so thick, a handle on it. But God has a purpose for everything. You know what I mean? God has a purpose for it. It don't have to make sense to us. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to make sense at all. And these people which have overly done um, religion is crazy. You know? And undermining people that say, hey, God told me this, and if you can look into it and it shows that this person's right, maybe you should listen to them. I mean, when they turned away me, they turned away God, and I'm not trying to put myself up on a pedestal like I'm something big, and, I'm shocked as anybody else that God picked me to use me. But he knows I'm stubborn. I'm very stubborn, and I don't care what people say about me, And it takes a thick-skinned person to do that, you know what I mean? To be able to handle all the ridicule and the stupidity out there. Because it is. It's just sad. It's sad because it's like, that's what they've created. Well, that's what we've created by having these motherfuckers. But lessons should be learned, you know what I mean? It's so true. I'd fight the devil himself for my kids, you know what I mean? It's a parent's job, but once they get a certain age, it's like, then it's their place. But he has a purpose, like you said, he has used every type of person, and that's the point. God sees what we don't. God can see what we don't in people, you know? Not excusing things, but, there's for one, he's about forgiveness. And who is it? I'm not saying you can go out and mass murder 5,000 people and say, "Oh God, forgive me," and nothing touch it. No, you got to care about others, before you care, more than you care about yourself, actually. And there's nothing wrong with that. And people say there's stuff wrong with that, but no, there's not. No, there's nothing wrong with being a selfless person. Everybody, on one hand, people say that about me, on the other hand, everybody says I'm selfish. So it doesn't matter. You can't please everybody. Can't please everybody. But me, I mean, I've never, to leave my kids to leave my family and to come this far, to try to help America twice, really blows your mind on the lack of respect from people, you know, mainly in these higher up in these offices. It's like, you guys are idiots. You've really made an ass of yourself. They really have made an ass of themselves. Really showed what they do. Trump showed his ass so bad on this, it's not even funny. Somebody posted on my thing, Elon Musk is mad at you. I don't give a fuck who he's mad at. Please. Please. Oh, Lord. Blows my mind. Pooper scoop. Ouch. Nothing happened. Slow your roll. Nothing happened. I'm really pissed about things, really. My mind's really blown. Me, myself, I wouldn't be able to live with myself if I was a lying motherfucker. If I ever told somebody to lie, I wouldn't be. I can't stand it. I couldn't. For one, I can't hardly even get them. I can't get them out. And I lied to my daughter once, and it like to drove me nuts. And that's when God made me sick. I lied to my daughter. I told her the truth though. That motherfucker had been, like I said, he had a phone in my name, so he was saying all kinds of shit about me. I mean, just sick. This was all cold and calculated, bullshit. Just real sick. Really sick. Oh, that was sweet. I'm fine. I'm content. My dog ain't dying. Shut the fuck up. Fucking fruitcake. Shut up. Shh. I don't know, she is whimpering, but I'm gonna get off here. I ain't gonna hear that shit. She's actually laying down. She smells another dog in the air, I have a feeling. She got her filter out. Hello, Pakistan. No. Oh my God. I'm gonna get off here. I really ain't in the mood.